K2603. He's just 3 weeks old. His dad, a full-blood Kalahari buck, a direct import from South Africa, gave him this trait that you see. Look at the leg. Look at the skeletal muscles. Look how huge he is. In fact, I almost fainted when I was lifting him because he almost overpowered me. For a farmer who's starting, this is a buck for you, because you cannot get a full-blood Kalahari buck and start crossing with a first-timer female, because one disadvantage is that you might have cases of dystocia, whereby the kid is too big and now the mother might never keep, or maybe it can lead to a cesarean. Welcome to Benzi Farm. This is Simoto Nelson, and from the previous videos that you've been watching, this is where we are now. This is K2407, our newly introduced full-blood Kalahari buck from South Africa. It's been about 6 months that he's been in Kenya as of now, and this is a registered stud full-blood Kalahari buck. As you can see, the length itself, just from the head up to the tail, just look at this length. Look at the muscles. Look at the testicles. Just, he's worth it, a full-blood Kalahari buck. We introduced this buck as a replacement with another Kalahari buck that we had from the previous versions of videos that you've been watching. And the buck was taken to Narok, so the buck is now breeding in Narok, and this is his replacement. Just look how muscled he is. After we introduced him, fortunately, he served us a lot of doors, and his kids, they're currently 1 month old, and in fact he's very versatile, and also the libido is so much efficient, because for now we have about 26 kids of this same buck you're seeing here. In fact, I think he's performing than the latter who was here at Benzi Farm. So he's very promising, and we love his job, and he's truly worth it. Because in fact for him, this is also the buck that we used to serve the F1s and the F2s that you'll be seeing later in the videos. And the kids, I can tell you, you cannot imagine. The results are wonderful.
By the way, what or who is AIM? AIM, aim high, work hard, aiming, farm while aiming, aim at something.
Okay, so these are crosses. We cross the Gallas and the Boers, and so the females you're seeing here, they are crosses of Boers and Gallas. And so what we did, we introduced a full-blood Kalahari buck to serve these females, and as you can see, they're just feeding naturally, so we don't even supplement them with any supplementation. They just feed on the natural grass, as you're seeing over here. And one advantage, one good thing about the crosses is that they are very hardy, they're adaptable to different climates, and again, the mothering ability and the milk that they have are very sufficient for the kids.
Greetings to you all aimers. I'm super excited to be back at Benzi Farm, and this is a place that you will always be amazed by what they're doing. And today, there's a big surprise for you in the house. Come along with me, I'll show you. Wow. You guys, you boys, keep quiet. Keep quiet. Come. Out you. Let me just here first. Okay, nice. So if you look at this, look at this. This is available at Benzi Farm. You might think that this is a Red Kalahari, pure Red Kalahari. No, This is a cross of a Red Kalahari, pure bloodline, and the local goats. And you get this high cross. If that goat can be able to give us such genetics, just as a first cross, look at the ears, you know, and then look at the body scope, look at the legs. Guys, this kid is heavy and he is just 2 weeks old. So if you can be able to get such good genetics from the back, then it automatically tells you that that back is genetically fit to breed your goats. And that back has got the desired characteristics that you need as a goat farmer. Sometimes having such crosses is of advantage to you as the farmer. Reason being, you are maintaining the characteristics of being the hardship characteristics, like being hardy from the local goats. Disease resistance, for example, resistance against ticks, a very common problem we have. Resistance against ectoparasites like fleas, and also resistance and ability to adapt to local feeds and having a good conversion. Now, the benefit that you get from crossing your goats as a starter, this is basically for starters, as a starter. The good genetic composition of the back, which is 100% of full bloodline, the Red Kalahari, then translates or takes those good characteristics to this kid. It simply means that then the kid has a rapid weight gain and a good feed conversion ratio. That's why the kid I've been holding is 2 weeks old, but is that big. You look at the ears, that is why. And then 2, resistance against the diseases. Now, as a starter, an amateur, if you are that farmer who wants to start, then this is the best place for you to start. Reason being, when starting with the high crosses or the pure bloodlines, sometimes you face challenges. A small mistake is a huge loss. Look at the price of the full bloodlines, and then look at the price of a high cross, and then look at the resistivity to external conditions of the crosses. A cross is a bit hardy compared to the full bloodline. So if you are looking forward to starting, then you can start from here, and the price is affordable, and then gradually as you gain experience, then I will move to the full bloodlines. Wow. These are crosses of the pure back Red Kalahari with the Gallas. That's why you're seeing those white ones. And then with the other dairy goats. That's why you can see a shed similar to this. But they all look super clean and super amazing. This is where we're looking forward to be.
These kids, one advantage about them is that the mothers have given them the adaptability and the hardiness, especially the resistance of diseases and ticks, or let's say the internal and the external parasites, because for them it's always very hard to find them having been infested by the internal and the external parasites. And so what the mothers gave them is the hardiness. And now we introduced the Kalahari back that gave them the figures that you see, because the back is huge, and making these kids ideal, and enhancing the feed conversion rate for this kid. Because you can imagine these kids, they're just 3 weeks old, a mixture of 3 weeks, and some are 2 weeks. But you can imagine the size that you see that you're seeing over here. For starting farmers, in case you need the backs that you're selling from the high crosses, you can visit our website, that is www.benzifarm.com, or you can give us a call at 0757 046 726, and we'll be glad to help you source these quality high-end bucks.